Vincent Van Gogh, people told him, you can't be a great painter, you only have one ear. You know what he said? I can't hear you.
Listening to Sippin' Sports, a Phillies sports talk morning show with Chris, KJ, and Dalt. Proudly powered by 302 Birds. Let's take it to the show.
Good morning, guys. It is good to see everybody. I want to give a huge shout out first off to the Philadelphia Phillies for absolutely spinning around that expectation of what happened last weekend. They got swept by the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's why we got Mac Miller playing in the background. And now they spin it around and they're looking like a way better team. Spanking the Blue Jays last night. If you're happy to see that, let us know in the chats. 8-0, a very, very healthy win for our Phillies. But how's everybody doing? My name's Dalton from 302 Birds. We got KJ McCoy on the show today. It's going to be a great one. But before we get into any of that, I want to just make a serious announcement. I want to give a huge thank you to Chaos Chris for everything he did. Unfortunately, just because of time and other constraints, he's not going to be able to do the show anymore. There's no bad blood for anybody wondering. It's just literally time. People grow up. We're all adults. We all have lives. And it killed all of us. It killed me. It killed him. It killed KJ. He's a great friend of ours. He went to college with KJ, for God's sake. So it really sucks. I mean, I'm kind of sad about it. I am sad about it because we lose, in a way, not a friend because we're still friends with him. We're still going to hang out with him, but he brings so much to the show. I mean, I've laughed so many times at the things that he just does. So it really sucks. It pains us. But at the same time, I want to thank him for everything he's done, not just for Sippin' Sports, but our network. He's been a huge supporter. And for the past year, he's really been a big anchor for us. So it sucks, kills me inside. But unfortunately, we all came to a decision. And he's like, hey, I just got a lot going on. You guys are also trying to take this thing to the next level. And I want to respect that. So we appreciate him for that. We appreciate him for everything he's done. And it really sucks. But I just wanted to address that so that you guys know why moving forward, if you don't see him on the show, you'll see him as a guest, I'm sure. Especially with us still being on Friends, as Chris just said. But he won't be here day to day like KJ and I will, which it sucks.
Yeah, it definitely does. As Dalt was saying, I've known Chris for a long time, went to college together. We were in a commuter group at our college. Cabrini, who actually it's not around anymore. But yeah, we've known each other for a long time. And the first time we ever hung out, really, we went to an Eagles open training camp. And we actually got featured on Rodney McLeod's Instagram, which was really cool. And he posted it on his story about like Eagles fans. And we were like right there. We were like the two first guys. And that's probably one of our greatest moments we've had. So, I mean, it's been awesome to see just the success that he's done with his TikTok, his social media and everything like that. And then also just joining forces with us. It was awesome. It was really a cool collaboration to be able to do a show with him and Dalt, two guys that one guy I met through college and then one guy I met through social media. So it's definitely going to be tough for sure. But, we're still close with Chris. I mean, you could see in the comments, like he's here. So, but he's got a lot going on and we respect it. As we said before, there's no bad blood at all. I mean, Chris is still my brother for sure. So, but yeah, no, it was a tough pill to swallow, but he always has my number if he needs anything, and just don't be scared, man. And I got your back. So we both do got your back. So if that makes any sense. I try not to get any emotional or anything like that, but yeah, we're just excited though to really like kind of figure out other things as well. But then also, like, yes, there is a void, an empty void, obviously, that's not around with Chris. So it is what it is. But, I mean, we wish him nothing but the best, and he will be doing some great things for sure.
Well said. Yeah. And we're going to try to bring a third man on here when we can, whether that be Chris, whether that be other guests in Philly sports. We're going to try to bring someone else as we can. But for right now, it's just going to be me and KJ. Today's show, it should be just me and KJ. But once again, thank you to Chris. If you guys can, drop a W or an F in the chat if you're old school, to pay respect. But, show some respect for Chris in the comments. We want to see it. Show some love. And it's not like he died. He'll still be around.
No, he's still there. Like, he's in the comments section.
He's probably in the comments like, Jesus Christ, no one, Chris. He's like, you guys are talking about me like I fucking died or something. But
he probably already texting our phones and everything. No,
that is funny. But anyways, let's get on to our first topic of the day, which is the Philadelphia Phillies with a commanding win last night. Shout out to KJ as well for jumping onto the post game. That was a very exciting win. I mean, I'll let you take it first. What was your perspective like seeing it live, seeing it? Were you in Philadelphia?
I was. Yeah, I was in Philadelphia. I watched a portion of it at the Formula One arcade that just came out. So, I mean, they just opened a location in Philadelphia, which I suggest going there. We actually saw our good friend, Lowski, who actually is a DJ who actually DJs for Fourth and John. I randomly saw him there. He was actually DJing there. So that was really cool. But I was watching the game there, and yeah, I mean, you just see obviously the sport. Well, actually, I watched it at this one bar called Chicks, and Kyle. Well, it's like named after a dog. I think it's named after a dog.
Wait, is that the bar that we went to?
Yes. When we went,
yeah, their food was really good there.
And that biker guy was scaring the heck out of you. You were like, "Is this guy gonna take my soul? I'm so scared." He had like
that guy probably moved at -3 miles an hour, but. Yeah, he could have been a Satan worshiper. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he had that skull cane. So, I mean, that was badass. I got to give it to him. So, I mean, yeah, he was from the mild ones from the SpongeBob episode. The mild ones.
He was a good man.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, that Schwarber homer was crazy because I was thinking to myself when that bat came up at that moment, I was like, dude, like, is he going to hit like another freaking homer in June? And he freaking does. 3-run homer. That was awesome to see him do that. And just he does it with no effort at all. It's just like boom, just like right away. It's just an instant spark, and it definitely does get the team going. And that's what it did. It definitely did. And the team kept on riding that roller coaster the whole night. So that was really good to see. I mean, even you even saw Brandon Marsh have a pretty good hit as well. I think it was nearly a home run. It wasn't though. And then you saw guys like our new guy, Otto Kemp, who's been insane. He's been great for a guy who literally has just been inserted into the major leagues. Is awesome to see him grow like that and every game contribute. So it's been really cool to see this guy's growth as a player and really kind of show that, hey, he should have been here way earlier than he is now. But the good thing is he's here now, and right now he's filling the void that is kind of missing right now with Bryce Harper being out with his injury, which we still don't really know what's going on with Harper because apparently he's still fielding. He's practicing. He's fielding and everything like that, but he's not hitting at the moment. So that's not a good sign, but it's kind of like reminded me a lot of what the Sixers were doing when Embiid was hurt this season, where they're not telling us what's going on. They're kind of giving it like, all right, you know what? That's inside information. We're not telling you any more information about it. Like, they're not giving us any hints about what it is. So it's kind of a little concerning, but I do think Harper is trying his best to come back and help this team the best he can. So, I mean, what he can do right now is just kind of he's on the sideline. I mean, he's in the dugout and he's helping out the team like that as kind of like a mentor. So that's a cool thing. And I think he's mentoring Otto Kemp a little bit, which is really cool to see him put him underneath his wing.
It is cool. Like, Otto Kemp is someone that when he came here, I know we all obviously had high expectations for him. And God bless the kid, because 0 for 3 in his first start. I brought this up on the Phillies post-game show last night, and now he's really locked in since then. Like, he's kind of taken this opportunity and ran with it, which is exciting to see as a Philly fan. Defensively, I feel like he's very much in tune. I talked about this last night. His reflexes are exceptional. But then at bat, he's really been finding his way. And it takes time. Like, it's not easy to go up there and hit that baseball, right? Especially in the MLB. So it's not like dude is just going to adjust right away. But how quickly he's adjusted, I think should be kind of an eye-opener for Phillies fans is, hey, this is a good depth piece. You know, when Bryce comes back, he was fielding balls yesterday, for God's sake, so that should be soon. But when he comes back, we can know, okay, if Bryce needs an off day or if maybe Bohm needs an off day. You know, we've seen him play first and third and do a great job at it. You got a guy. So let him keep getting consistent at bat. Don't get overly confident. Stay locked in. Stay true to yourself, and I think you'll keep finding a role and a way to contribute to the Phillies. That's the biggest thing. If you can keep finding a way to contribute to this baseball team, that's what's going to keep you around. Being a player that, you know, knocks home runs like Kyle Schwarber all the time, which we'll talk about here in a second, is great. Don't get me wrong. But when you can find a way to support people when, you know, things are going wrong, people don't forget that. And so far, I feel like Otto Kemp has kind of been a good spark for this team, offensively and defensively. Took him a little bit offensively, but, you know, he's got a great aura to him. So if he can keep it up, I think he's going to find a role on this team and maybe a championship ring if they get one. I know our guy Fratty is hoping for one of them. But moving along now to our next topic. KJ, I'll let you take this one first. Mr. June has arrived.
Schwarber Fest. It's been a fun ride. And I mean, as we were saying before, it's just been like the way that he's just swinging the ball right now, the way that he is cracking the bat, cracking that ball. I mean, it's been awesome to see him just like impact right now. And the good thing is too, I think he right now is like on the cusp of like maybe beating Judge. I mean, actually, I thought I had a source that was going to be coming down telling me if Judge and Schwarber, their race for home runs right now as the home run leaders. My buddy Mikey D's upstairs, but he hasn't made an entry in yet, so he's upstairs talking. But yeah, I mean, the crazy thing is Schwarber's been he's been one of the leaders in this league right now, and he definitely does deserve a spot in the All-Star game. I think he should be in the home run derby. I think he definitely should be in the derby. I know a couple years ago we saw, or actually it was last year, we saw Alec Bohm in the derby. I think why not put Kyle Schwarber in the home run derby? Why not? Definitely put him in there. I think he was in there maybe a couple years ago. I could be wrong, but I think that would be really exciting because I think about it too. He'll probably win that. He could probably be one of those guys that's going to be a top 3 guy to win that contest, and that would be really entertaining to see. I mean, we haven't seen a Philly win a home run contest since a home run derby since Ryan Howard. So, I mean, the big piece, obviously one of the Phillies legends. Me and Dalt grew up watching Ryan Howard for sure. So that'd be great to see another Philly getting that trophy back here. So that'd be really, really dope for sure. But yeah, they really got to focus though on these games, and you got some tough opponents coming up. So the good thing is, I mean, Schwarber is really not letting the void that is empty right now with Harper. He's not really letting it bother him, which is good. So, I mean, I think he really just is keeping that confidence going, and it's really paying off.
It's his month. It's his hoagies. It's his drink.
Yeah.
It's his whatever you want to call it, right? I mean, whatever it is about the Earth's rotation and Kyle Schwarber hitting a baseball in June, it's almost scientific. It's like, does a bear crap in the woods? You know, like people make that joke. It's like, is Kyle Schwarber going to hit homers in the month of June? The thing is, I think he's 3rd right now or 4th in home runs. I'm going to make a bold take. By the end of this month, he's definitely going to be 1st. Whatever homestead stretch they have, I think it's going to continue. If there's a bet you guys want to take today, I would bet on him to hit a home run today. 3's a charm. He hit one the first day. It went, yard. He hit one yesterday. It went yard. Could he do it again today? I think so. Saturday, good mood. I think that he'll be, kind of excited. I don't know what, and if you guys live around Delaware, Jersey, Pennsylvania, let us know in the chat if you're experiencing this. But the air quality is kind of different right now because the wildfires in New Jersey that's going on, which is insane to even think about. I don't know how that affects the baseball and how it cuts through air. I would imagine that smoky air would be heavier and maybe a little bit harder for the baseball to travel. I don't know. I really don't. I don't even know if it's a thing, if I'm over exaggerating, but I would imagine that that would probably play a role. But all of that considered, this is still his month, and I think he's going to hit a dinger today. I really do. He's locked in. He's stepped up. We need him to keep stepping up for probably another 3 more days. And then if Bryce Harper can come back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, around then, the Phillies are going to be in a good spot. If Kyle Schwarber can step up until then, and other guys like Otto Kemp, we just said, can step up until then, the Phillies are going to be in a really good spot.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Let's keep it up.
But moving along now to our next segment. So, Mac, I'll let you take this one first. VJ, man. I mean, he's been a rumor for the Sixers. That's been heating up. But there's another guy you mentioned. Why don't you tell me what you think the Sixers will do with pick number 3?
So we're actually hearing, I mean, I want Ace Bailey. I've been talking about this for a little while now. I still am committed to drafting Ace Bailey. I think he's the right pick. But you keep on hearing these rumors about the Sixers trying to move up, actually, just one spot. And the name that they are actually trying to go for, the guy that they are trying to acquire to pick with that number 2 pick is Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey's teammate, actually Ron Harper's son, from the Chicago Bulls legend, point guard with the Bulls, with Michael Jordan, obviously, with Scottie Pippen, all those guys. So his son plays for Rutgers, and he's insane. But here's a problem, though. They want Jared McCain. So that would be, honestly, I don't see why you would try and trade Jared McCain. I think that would be a big mistake. I think that guy is already showing that he has a lot of potential. He's already showing that he has the skills and that he really has the confidence. And obviously there's a lot of noise around with him. I mean, a lot of people thought that right away he was just a guy who's going to dance and make TikToks and be like, okay, you know what? He's not going to really take it this seriously. He thinks that this NBA is just a joke. He thinks that like playing for an actual organization is just going to be a joke. But he actually didn't really take it like that at all. Like he did the dances. But here's the thing, though. He really is a hard worker. He's a great player. And he actually, I mean, he balled the heck out. He literally was going to be the rookie of the year. And obviously he got injured for the rest of the season, and that derailed him for the rest of the season. So, I mean, obviously you saw the Sixers record kind of derail like that. And I mean, it was really annoying because you saw the injuries that were going on, and this team just couldn't stay healthy one bit. So that's the rumor that's going around right now. But we've done this before where we traded our pick. And I don't know if you guys remember, but it was the draft that Jason Tatum was the 3rd pick. The 1st overall pick was actually, we moved up. We had the 3rd overall pick that year originally, and we moved up and got Markelle Fultz at number 1. We traded our pick back to Boston, and Boston selected NBA champion from last season, Jason Tatum. So I feel like if we do this kind of trade again, I don't want it to be another Jason Tatum mistake where we pass up on a generational talent, because Jason Tatum definitely is. And with Ace Bailey, I feel like that guy is. I don't know what it is. I mean, the main thing is this: Ace Bailey's 6'10". He is very similar. He has a very similar game to Kevin Durant. And I know people are like, "Oh, well, he played for Rutgers." I don't really care where he played. It really doesn't matter where a guy plays, really. They can still make an impact in the NBA. That's what I think. They can really – sometimes you can be an okay college player and then go to the pros and you're, like, even better. Like that happened with Dallas Mavericks center Derek Lively. He wasn't really – like he didn't get that much time in college at Duke. But then once he went to the NBA, he's a starting center for them. He's a great player. And, yeah. He's a dominating player for sure. So But also VJ, this guy VJ from Baylor, he's got some bounce to him. He definitely does. He can shoot. I think he's around. I think he's a forward. So I mean, that would be okay to have a forward like him. But I mean, I'm fine with either the Sixers getting Ace Bailey or VJ. I'm fine with that. As long as we don't really get like a center, I'll be happy. But and then also I'll be happy. Like I won't be happy if we trade up and try and we give away Jared McCain. I think that would be a huge mistake. And I think we will be really regretting that once again, because there's a lot of trades that we've seen over the years as Sixers fans. There's a lot of mistakes that we've seen multiple GMs make. It's not just Daryl Morey. We've seen other GMs. Elton Brand, when he was a GM, he made a couple mistakes as well. Brett Brown, who was he was a coach, but yes, he was a GM for one season when they were going through the transition of finding a GM, and they found Daryl Morey ultimately. Brett Brown was the GM, and then he actually traded away. Our original pick was Mikal Bridges and traded him away for Zare Smith, which me and Dalt actually saw Zare Smith play at the Delaware Blue Coat Stadium at the Fieldhouse. We saw him play for the Cleveland Charge. So one's in the NBA and one is in the G League. Just think about that. But yeah, some big decisions for the Sixers coming up really soon.
Very much so. I think with VJ, I do like the credibility too of Baylor. Obviously, there have been some great prospects to come out of Baylor recently. So if the Sixers can kind of find a way to snag him, we'll see how that goes. But you pretty much covered everything that I wanted to say. So thank you for that. Don't have anything else much to say about the Sixers. Like KJ said, it's an important time. So hopefully Daryl Morey can lock in, because I am tired of seeing Paul George in graphics. I want them to ship him away. I know it's obviously going to cost some money and it's not that simple, but I'm tired of seeing this guy here, and I don't think it's a good thing at all. But moving along now to our next topic, I'll go ahead and take it first, give you a break for a sec. But Kyle Mccord, man, he's having a great camp. Such a great camp that the Philadelphia Eagles apparently are willing to deal Dorian Thompson Robinson. Did I say it right, Jaden? He'll let me know in the chat. I always mess his name up. I think that there might be a
Dorian Thompson Robinson. I think it is.
If I said it right. But the point is, he's a good QB. We got him, obviously, from the Browns. He's a very similar scheme to Jalen Hurts. But DTR, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, DTR.
They may already ship him out because Kyle McCord is so good, which is absolutely insane to think about, because this dude's a great player. He obviously has a relationship with Jalen Hurts. They played chess. There was a little bit of that chemistry going on. So I thought that he would at least be here for a season. I thought he was safe with a roster spot. But apparently the way that Kyle McCord is playing, this team is so impressed that I guess that they're like, hey, we got Jalen Hurts, Tanner McKee, and then we got Kyle McCord. And if they're confident in those three, I believe them. Kyle McCord grew up an Eagles fan. I think he's going to have a way different approach than anyone else because he's a fan of this team. So he would probably play for free if you needed him to. I mean, he's that committed. The fact that he's like, it's almost like that meme from Where the Millers where he's like, wait, you guys are getting paid for this? That's like Kyle McCord looking around in the huddle like, wait, you guys are getting paid for this? Like, that's how it feels. But in all seriousness, I really like this kid. I want to see him succeed. I think he's got great intangibles, but the number one intangible, I think, and this is why the Eagles drafted him, is he's a leader. That's what the Eagles have looked for in QBs ever since they got that first Super Bowl. And it's proven a very good success percentage, right? The first year they got it with, obviously, Carson Wentz led the charge most of the time, and then Nick Foles finished the job. What do both of those guys have in common? They're both a leader. Say what you will about Wentz, but the guys that Wentz was close with, which was most of that offense, he was able to lead them, and he was an MVP favorite for most of that season. Nick Foles, he was just a locker room guy. Got the job done. Second time around, Jalen Hurts couldn't get one of these, right? We didn't get the job done against Patrick Mahomes, but he had an exceptional Super Bowl. He played super well. Last but not least, this year, they finally get the job done. So I think that there is a formula for the Eagles with finding leadership and Super Bowls. There's a correlation between the two. And I think when they are drafting a QB, they understand that this guy isn't just a guy who, like 20 years ago, right, is going to hand off the ball and throw the ball, right? And has to say a couple good things off the field, take a couple photos, smile, that's it. Every second of your quarterback's life with social media and the modern age is monitored, especially in the new age NFL, right? You have to be disciplined. You have to be focused on it, and you have to just be committed to the team, which Jalen Hurts is all those things. Tanner McKee, we saw last year. He was prepared, which means he's all of those things. I think Kyle McCord is going to be the same. But from one Kyle to another Kyle, KJ, what do you think?
Yeah, if people don't know, actually, my real name is Kyle, so that is the secret. But yes, Kyle McCord. It still is a little confusing for me because Kyle McCoy, so a little confusing. But it is really cool because people are like, "Oh, where's your?" I mean, I obviously have my helmet, but now I actually have a chance to play. But no, serious note, yeah, Kyle McCord's looking great, and yeah, I mean, they definitely had themselves. I mean, this offseason to really have some time to think about this. Which of the three quarterbacks they really want to go with Dorian Thompson, if they really want to go with him, if they want to go with Tanner McKee, which they should keep Tanner McKee, or if they want to go with the new guy, Kyle McCord. And I think the guy that you probably go away from is probably Dorian Thompson, just because, I mean, Tanner McKee, he's kind of a fan favorite. I do feel like he does have some promise to him as well. So he's got some potential. And then Kyle McCord, though, too. I mean, it seems like a lot of these teams in this draft specifically that didn't really need a quarterback drafted a quarterback. So that was the surprising thing about this draft. I thought that wasn't going to really happen, but I was shocked when we got Kyle McCord. I was pretty shocked because I didn't think that we were going to go after a quarterback. But, I mean, Howie pretty much has kind of shown that he will really go for the best player available, no matter what position it is. So I think it was the right pick. But for the people saying, like, if Jalen Hurts does have like a weird like start or something like that, or he has maybe a couple occasional games where he's just not looking so well and people are like, oh, let's put in Kyle McCord. I don't really want to hear that. And I don't think that's why they brought in Kyle McCord. They brought in Kyle McCord really just because if Jalen Hurts does go down, you need a solid backup. You need somebody to really rely on. I mean, as Dalt was just saying before, we had Nick Foles. That was a really good guy to have, and obviously he helped us go get our first Super Bowl. So, I mean, backup quarterbacks are very important, and people don't really realize that. So that's the good thing about having a guy like this, Kyle McCord, and he could really just develop and kind of do what he wants to do. And obviously that's play for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I mean, play for his hometown team. That's nothing better than that. We've had some players recently over the couple past seasons that were Eagles fans growing up, or they were from the Philadelphia area. So yeah, that was I think seeing Kyle McCord doing well is a really good sign for his confidence and obviously this team and his spot.
Yeah, and hopefully it continues. Hopefully this guy continues to excel for this team and continue to just learn. He did say, I remember when he came in, I was just looking it up, that he wants to be like a sponge, right? When he comes into this locker room, he wants to just absorb all that knowledge that he can through Jalen Hurts and Tanner McKee too. I mean, there's a lot of, and AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. I mean, there's so many great players around him. He can learn something from each one of those guys. They all play the same sport. So even if they're different positions, AJ Brown and Saquon may be able to help him approach something off the field, right? Hey, here's how you deal with this in your personal life. Hey, here's how you deal with this brand deal. Here's how you deal with this, that. All those things that people don't really think about and talk about, I think that they can help with. He's in good hands. I just want to see him start to have some more fun. Some of those guys, they get too serious, right? You got to have fun too. Carson Wentz reading the freaking playbook at the dinner table. That may be, that's a great work ethic. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to, shit on that. But at the same time, it's like you got to make time for yourself. That's why I was really excited yesterday to see Jalen Hurts out there on the golf course, playing golf, taking some time for himself, having some fun, picking up a new hobby. It's important to do that. Your whole life can't be football. because if it is, it's going to make football feel like work. When football can feel like something that you can just kind of pick up and put down, not pick up and put down, but how do I want to put it? Something that you can choose when you want to work and not work. That's going to make it enjoyable, because it's not really work when you do what you love, but when you can have a set schedule and then a set schedule to do other things, it's going to keep it enjoyable, keep you playing at a high pace, and keep you locked in, which is really what us Eagles fans want to see from Jalen Hurts. So want to see Kyle Mccord maybe do the same. Obviously not yet. He's still younger. He's got some time. So maybe he could take a page out of Carson Wentz's playbook, but eventually you got to get to that point of where you enjoy your life a little bit too. So good for Jalen Hurts. He got the ring. I know he'll lock in, but maybe golf translates well to football. Maybe it's going to teach him to have a little bit more patience in the pocket. Everything doesn't happen at once. So stay tuned for that. And also, if you like golf, check out Weekend's Last Beer, premiering now on 302 Birds, going live every Sunday night. They're doing a great job. Love those guys and what they're building. Jack, Dylan, Frank, they're crushing it. So go check them out. But moving on now to our last topic of the show. KJ, I'll let you take this one first. Obviously, it's unlikely. It's probably not going to happen. But there are some rumors going around that TJ Watt could be headed to the Philadelphia Eagles in a trade. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think oh wait, can you hear me?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, cool. It's kind of buffering a little bit. But yeah, I think it would be very interesting to have TJ Watt added to this team. I definitely think that would be an upgrade for sure. I do feel like TJ Watt is a dominating player. Oh, what is going on with my computer? Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good. It might just be your camera. Your audio.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But it's kind of buffering. But yeah, so with TJ Watt, it's yeah, he's dominating for sure, and he's a dominating presence. And I think the Steelers right now, they're kind of dropping the ball with not giving him a contract.
I think we lost you now.
All right, I'm good now, right?
Yeah, now you're good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that, guys.
All good.
But yes, I think there's a lot of teams that are linked to TJ Watt right now, and us being one of them is really cool to see. And I mean, I know also our names are linked to Jari Alexander as well. These guys aren't, I mean, Jari Alexander is technically a free agent now since he got released by the Packers. TJ Watt is not a free agent yet, but he's trying to get a new contract from the Steelers, and they are just not wanting that. They're not biting right now. So they might trade him out. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, we really will only, I mean, it's got to happen soon. I'm thinking it's going to happen pretty soon. Maybe in like, it might be like about a month or something like that, where we'll see some kind of trade.
It's going to happen soon. Like you said, I mean, they got to figure out a way to deal him, because he's either going to suit up and start playing and get 13 sacks next year for the Steelers, or he's going to go and do the same thing for another team if they trade him. There's also not a better time for, I would say, the Steelers to ship him off. Like, if you want to get the most value you can for this dude, do it right now. That's what I would say. If you want to maximize your value, ship him out to a team like Philly that's in win now mode, that will be in win now mode for the next 2 years. Let them pay him kind of like the Bills, or not the Bills. Who's the team? I'm drawing a blank. The Rams did with Von Miller. That's a great example. When he came there, he was a little bit older in his career, but he still contributed a ton. So if TJ Watt can potentially come to Philly, it would be exceptional. And it's not false news. He's actually one of the favorites betting wise, which has been interesting to see. So stay tuned for that. But all in all, I would say, if Howie Roseman can pull this off, somebody I saw in the comments said, the Eagles will be the best team in the NFL. Bro, the Eagles are already the best team in the NFL, okay? The Eagles will be on a way different caliber, though, if they're able to pull this off. Like, if you want to talk about super team in any sort of aspect, that's what's going to get you there, this sort of team. Really quick, want to thank our sponsor for today's show, Frost Buddy. If you guys haven't, you can put a can in here. You can put a Surfside in here, a High Noon, Miller Lite, Bud Light if you still drink that. But the point is, this thing is a universal can cooler. It takes all different sizes and all that. If you're like me and you forget a bottle opener for your soda, for your beer, for whatever, it does all that. You can also get a coffee lid for it, drink your coffee out of it. But this one's the pinstripe for the Phillies, looking absolutely beautiful. If you want to go get one right now in our TikTok shop. We'd really appreciate that. Check out Frost Buddy today. We're trying to work with them if we can, but it would really help us if you guys go buy one. They're also on sale right now, and you can get them in all your teams, NHL, MLB, and more. Really quick, before we bring KJ back in here, I also want to thank our second sponsor for the show, Nick's Pizza. If you guys haven't, go check them out locally in Wilmington, Delaware, right off Marsh Road. They just opened up about a couple months ago, but their food tastes like they've been there for years. They definitely know what they're doing. Their recipes are on par. Their pizza is amazing. Their pasta is great. Their sandwiches and cheesesteaks are exceptional. So please, please go check out Nick's Pizza if you haven't. But KJ McCoy, any concluding thoughts about TJ Watt, in your opinion?
No, I mean, that would be great to add him to this team. I'm excited to see how he work his magic, and we'll see what happens. So hopefully we get him here to Philly. Just bring him over to the better Pennsylvania city. Bring him over here, and the more superior football team. I would say this. Yes, obviously the Steelers do have more Super Bowls than us, but yeah, we are the Pennsylvania team of the future. So we are the team that you can probably be like, okay, yeah, you know what? If I could probably bet on some teams to maybe get more Super Bowls, it's going to be the Birds eventually. So, well, we're coming for you, Steelers. We're coming for you.
Hey, I can agree with that and see that.
Yep.
Well, that's all we got for you guys today. Once again, moving forward, it's going to be just KJ and I on the show. We'll try to bring on guests as we can. We're going to try to go as live as much as we can on Saturdays, but we'll still pre-record from time to time. And also want to give a big thank you once more to Chaos Chris for everything he did to the show. Also to Philly Shardy on the Phillies post-game show, if he's watching. Both those guys were a huge help to the network. We're going to miss both of them. And they'll still be coming on as guests, don't get me wrong. But right now, they're just a little bit busy with their personal lives. So want to respect that and want to thank them for everything. But also want to give a huge thank you to our producer backstage, Jaden. He was doing a great job holding it down, doing camera, doing the lower thirds. We appreciate you, Jaden. Great job, man. You're crushing it as always and growing a ton. That's all we got for you guys. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I hope everybody has a great Father's Day, a safe Father's Day. Go show your dad some love. Also, shout out to Papa McCoy, KJ's dad. Happy birthday to him and happy Father's Day to him. I guess it's like killing two birds with one stone this week, right?
Yes, yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's funny when the birthday comes up with my dad, it's Father's Day literally like 5 days later. So it's kind of like that with me with my birthday and Christmas. So I kind of have the same kind of boat with that. So, but yeah, no, it's been really cool, and he's enjoying all the festivities, like, and all the birthday wishes. So he definitely appreciates the birthday wishings and blessings. So thank you so much, appreciate it, and happy Father's Day to Papa Holland as well, my other father. So Don Holland over there. So I appreciate you, and also I guess we could say Alyssa's father Jeff, who we both love. Jeff is the man, the legend.
Very much to Jeff.
Yeah. So all the fathers out there, we appreciate you guys, and keep on doing your thing.
Well, yeah, like KJ said, happy Father's Day to Jeff as well.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for what you do. And if you're not doing anything tomorrow night, go say happy Father's Day to Frank on Weekends Last Beer. They'll be going live. That's going to be a ton of fun, so go check them out. But other than that, my name's Dalton. This is KJ McCoy. That's all we got. Have a great weekend.